like, bro, I'm not finna wear no jewelry that ain't mine, like in a video. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. That just feels weird as fuck. And I got, all right, I'm done. It's like a costume. All right, let me take this off and go give it back to him. Hey, we're going out there in like 2 weeks. Yeah, bro, I'm not wearing no jewelry that's not mine, bro. That's just not the way.
Yo, we did all this talking and didn't record shit, so hold on.
You said what?
Oh, we did all this talking.
I know.
Hold on. I was like, are we recording this? No. Can you just count down from 5 real quick?
Huh?
Just count down from 5 real quick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holla. We good. All right, so the first couple breaks, the first 5 minutes, what do you most importantly want to like talk about your single?
We just talk about like the Vicente, you call him like Chente, sample about how he was important to Mexican people. That's probably dope to talk about because that'll hit a lot of the Latino community. And I guess it's going into like who produced it, and then the Barrio Got Volume 2 mixtape. Okay. Boom. And then the video coming out with us. Oh, and we partnered with Amir Bassi and 300 and Sparta for distribution. So that'd be cool.
And then you want to shout anyone out?
Just my team, Beehives, you know what I mean? You and the city type shit.
And you know it's the radio, so I got to ask you some like fun, quirky shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to, there's this thing on TikTok where this girl teaches like Mexican slang to people. And she'll just say like, way or guay. Like she'll just teach random shit, like random sayings. You have one? You want to teach me? Hey man, Doeman's here.
What's a random one we could teach you?
What do you say in the studio every time?
This is like the perfect one.
Whenever you get like you get tipsy, you start saying.
Yeah, I'll be like, I don't know. I'll be like, I'll turn into a different person off that tequila. This fool right here, if you go to Austin, if you don't want to ruin your life.
Listen, when I go to Austin, I just tag behind Hell Yella and just hang out.
Bro, that's like me with him. Every like, yeah, he's like this fool's wild. Yeah, we could say like I could teach you.
Is there anything you say in the song in Spanish?
Barrio God.
Well, I know what barrio means because Daddy Yankee.
Because of who? Daddy Yankee. Si Dios quiere. That's a good one. That's a good one. I've been saying that shit a lot.
So with God?
Si Dios quiere, yeah, but it means God willing. Like if God wants it to, yeah, like God
Listen,
willing.
I know like high school white woman went to Mexico teaching you Spanish type Spanish. Okay, like
Nah. That's like that's some shit that they say. Like they'll say it before you leave the house. Like you know what I mean? Like Si Dios quiere. Like if you leave and you're like, all right, like I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Like, all right, Si Dios quiere. Like, hey, or tomorrow I'm gonna go to the if I'm gonna go to 93.7, I'm gonna fuck with Ashlee tomorrow. And they'll be like, okay, Si Dios quiere. Like, okay, God willing. You know what I mean?
Let me see what song.
Yeah, God say so.
Friday. We can relate some shit to it. Is there a song you like? Do you like Kodak Black? Super Gremlin?
Hell yeah, that's my shit.
Do you hop on beats to do
I need
to.
Beehives be sending me freestyles like beats like, bro. You know how beats like with a bunch of O's, bro. You gotta kill this shit.
All right, so let's record just the first part, the 5 minutes. It's like radio.
All right, let's do it.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
93.7 The Beat, Ashlee with 2 E's. I got my brother here, Doeman.
What up, family? What up?
You can't see, but he got the rag on. He got the
brass knuckles.
He got
and
he's bringing brass knuckles up here. We in
feel me?
Uptown, bro. We at the Galleria. What you doing?
It's a gift, man. I just been hustling. How you been? I've just been hustling.
I know. I see you flying out a lot, and then I'll be flying out the next week, so we be missing each other
every time.
One time we gonna link up at George Bush at one point.
Yeah, we got to. You got to come fly out of Hobby though. You got to come fly out of Hobby for sure.
Hobby be taking too long, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, Hobby got like one TSA line. I'm tripping.
Bush is just an hour from me. You feel me? So, but yeah, we definitely got to be in LA for sure soon.
So you know Doeman's up here. So when we were supposed to have our beat bash, thank you, Doeman he's still gonna be on it when it comes back. But sure. he was representing when we were gonna have beat bash.
Yup.
Representing. But now you're up here because you got a single. So tell us about it. Because you know it's in Spanish. So
yeah,
you got to translate it for me.
Yeah, El Idolo. So it's titled El Idolo, and it's produced by rapper Rick. So basically, we recorded this song like maybe 2 years prior to today. But it got the Vicente sample on it, which, you know, he passed. He's a Mexican legend. Yeah. You know, he's kind of like
Chente, right?
Yeah, Chente. Yeah, he's like the Elvis, like, you know what I mean, bigger than anything. So it was like a huge loss, and rapper Rick kind of brought it to my attention. And, you know, I'm just really rapping over the sample. It's dope. It's some real hip hop stuff. And we thought it'd be dope to drop. So we shot the video for it, and we leading up to Body of God Volume 2, you know, so we just trying to come and, you know, it's going to be the first drop of 2022. I'm ready for the beat bash too. I was excited about that. Like I was like, we had the whole hood on lock. Everybody's pulling up.
When you reposted, you're like, "Mama, we at the Toilet Center."
Oh yeah, it's up.
We are just a little later though. Just another day though, but we coming back.
Yeah. That was dope, man.
So with this new single, because if y'all don't know, like Doeman be working, he be doing freestyles, he be going on podcasts, he be flying out to LA, recording at legendary studios.
Yup.
So tell us the single, who's producing it? Who's the producer?
It's by Rapid Rick.
Yeah.
He's a legendary DJ. He comes from he's originally from Del Rio, Texas, but he did a lot of work with like the early on Chameleonaires. I know he said he DJed for like Slim, so he was a part of that whole era that had came out. It's crazy. Like I originally met him recording at GT Garza's studio. Shout out GT. And Track Sounds had a studio. This is, I don't even know what year. And I met him, and then, you know, down the road, I had to put in my work, and then now we got a record together. So, you know, I'm honored to have this collaborative effort with him versus a lot of other, you know, people. But yeah, man, Rapid produced it. We recorded it at Barron Studios. You know, that's like my home studio out here in Houston. And we got it shot. Shout out VS1 Visuals. We shot it right there in the hood. So we got the mural painted right there. So it's dope, you know. And I think it's just going to mean a lot to the people of the community, you know. So, and I'm coming with it.
So, Doeman, up next, we got, because you know we got to play regular music. So up next, we got that Kodak Black record, Super Gremlin. You mess with that?
Yeah, man. That's my jam right there. I mess with Kodak too, man. Everything he ain't missing. Super Gremlin go crazy too. I think Mike C put me on that one. That one go crazy.
Listen, I'm gonna put a link to our old interviews. If you haven't seen the interview where Doeman talked about losing his virginity to Chris Brown,
damn.
So please go watch that interview.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Tap in. Tap inward.
Go tap in. So you still, but obviously Doeman's known for freestyles, for like really having lyrics, having bars. Are you still listening to R&B though, here and there? Are you just straight regular rap, bap, boom, bap?
I ain't gonna lie. The only R&B I listen to is like oldies R&B now. Okay. Like oldies, man. I haven't really gotten into the new wave of R&B. Like I know that there's definitely some, but I haven't like got into it. It's really even music. Like how you just put me on, like the tape you put me on. You know, like somebody really has to be like, yo, this is dope. Go tap in with this, or I'm not gonna like go digging for it no more. Like I don't overindulge on other people's music. You know, just because I really, really like trying to keep my sound like to what it sounds like, you know, unique. But I know it's a lot of dope stuff out there, but nah, I'm not really tapped in on the R&B side at all.
Can we talk about the feature you told me you just secured, or that's a special?
Which one? Which one?
Guap.
Huh? Oh no, it's Jigga. I did the record with Jigga. Yeah. But he's Guap Dad's people though. Jigga Juice from the Bay. We've been working with a lot of people though. You know, shout out, like I said, my boy Khan. It's crazy because like most people would think like he's under the radar, so the name ain't crazy, but he has like more listeners than like half the people that we look at and be like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of finding my way in that underground life and understanding how much money is really made from this music. You know what I mean? Figuring out the money side of it versus the fame and the clout side of it. Yeah.
So you talk about money. You know, we're doing this $1,000 giveaway.
Oh, for real? I need that.
If I put a stack in your hand right now, what are you doing with it? We right across the street from the Galleria, too.
If you put a stack in my hand, I ain't gonna lie. I just got into the crypto world. I'm definitely throwing it in the crypto. I just
dropped 7,000 on Ethereum yesterday.
For real? Okay. You bought the dip. Yeah. I am not gonna lie. I just got into it. Have you heard, man, you gotta tap in with the I'm strong with the strong and the Thor nodes. The nodes passive income stuff is crazy. Yeah. But definitely, I would definitely throw it in some crypto right now. And especially that it's a little low right now.
Are you in the NFT game?
I'm not, but you know, stocks put me on the NFT though. Stocks put me in the NFT game though. But I definitely got to get into it though. I know there's a lot of money to be made in that world. It's crazy to me. But yeah, are you messing with it yet?
Not yet. I just have stocks in Ethereum and metaverse shit. So that's like learning the whole metaverse shit is like the most. It's beneficial, but it's like a whole nother college course. I'm like, okay, so this is the blockchain, and this is you gotta buy this with Ethereum, and you gotta do that in Solana, and all, like learning all this shit. My YouTube just be on playlist heavy.
Bro, I'm the worst at learning or sitting down and learning stuff like that. But I'm trying to get, and I know like when I talk to people about it, especially like Latino people, they look at me like,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They're not understanding it. But I'm definitely trying to get into that work because I know it's like how Nip, it's crazy. Nip called it on Mailbox Money.
Exactly.
He's like, it's a gold rush right now. Like, it's our equivalent of the gold rush. And if we don't jump on it, in 10 years, 20 years, it's going to be like, man, we had the chance to do that. You know what I mean?
I forget what interview it was. He was talking about meeting whoever put him on the crypto in like a Starbucks or something. But I forgot what interview it was. But
yeah.
Because I've been watching him all the time. But that is what started me like, what is crypto? Like,
yeah,
like,
that's crazy. He was on it so ahead. He was so ahead of the curve in a lot of things though. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to jump into that world. What you doing with $1,000 right now?
I told you we right across the street from
you got
nigga Sachs know my name. When I walk in the door, I know what she's talking about. But no, obviously pay bills, like shit.
Pay the bills
Being
first.
Independent is so when I say independent, I just mean like taking care of myself. But you're like an actual independent artist.
Yeah.
So you have to pay for flights and shit like that.
For sure.
So
for sure. Flights, video.
That's what I thought you were gonna say, like, just a video shoot.
Oh, no, we got that taken care of. You know what I mean? We gonna get that figured out, but. For sure, because
I'm proud you did not say jewelry or a grill.
Oh yeah, nah. I have a horrible story with grills. One time, my girlfriend, when I was young, she bought me a iPad, and I turned it in and got a grill. That's a real story.
Was it from Johnny Dang?
Huh?
Was it from Johnny Dang?
Nah. What was it from? King Johnny.
Oh,
we went to King
okay.
Johnny. Yeah. We went to King Johnny. Me and Mike.
Is that a horrible story? Because like she broke up with you?
No, it was a horrible story just because I was like, I had an iPad. I probably could have made some plays off the iPad. I probably could have created something, and I went and bought a grill that I lost. You know what I mean?
How old are you?
I was like 18, maybe.
Oh,
16, like 16, 17.
Was this the same Chris Brown girl?
Nah. The Chris Brown girl, that's like 6th grade. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm going to get dragged one day for that.
If
you want me
to take it down, just let me know.
Nah, I ain't tripping. I don't give a fuck.
So Doeman's here. He got his new single. You know, every time Doeman's here, I got to be like, yo, teach me something new. Teach me something in Spanish.
Okay.
What is it saying in Spanish that I can just go around saying?
Even though I'm not too that as fluent as I should be, one of the new things that we've been saying is "Si Dios quiere."
I know it has something to do with God because I know Dios is God.
Yo, so God is like, it's meaning God willing. Like if God wants to, if God permits, basically. There's different forms of saying it. But it's just saying, like, say, whatever you're going to go do the next day, like, si Dios quiere. Like, I'm going to make this flight, we're going to make it to LA, si Dios quiere. Like, if God wants me to, know. So, yeah, so every time you go on a flight, are you scared of flights or you cool on them now? Like,
I'm fine with flights, yeah.
I used to be real scared. I'm good now.
The only thing I'm scared of is snakes. That's
For real?
I don't fuck with snakes. Why would anyone willingly fuck with a snake? Like, like you have to ask yourself, like, a flight is like, okay, you have to do it because you got to travel. There's no other way you can get across country.
You been overseas before?
Yeah, but only to Hawaii because
that's hard though.
Islanders. But have you?
Nah, I've never been.
So, do you have your passport?
Yes.
So,
yes,
my whole 2022 and 3 vision board is to travel overseas with homies.
Let's do it.
So, you trying to go to Tulum or that's too touristy?
I'm down. Nah, I'm down. I'll mess with Tulum. I never been over there. I want to go to Tulum. I definitely want to go to Hawaii. Where else I want to go? I don't know, bro. I want to go to like multiple places. I'm trying to travel this year. You know what I mean? I'm trying to I got my passport. I'm ready to go. Like, I want to go to Mexico City. I want to go to Europe. I want to tour in Europe. You know what I mean? I think one of the homies might do a tour over there. So shit, if they can add me as direct support, it's up. But yeah, I'm ready to just see the world, man. For a long time, I did it. Cause like, I gotta hustle. And I was like, down. I realized, you are missing like what's the most important part, like, is the now. What are we doing right now? Because anything, it's a risk walking outside. We might as well live this life the way we want to.
No, real shit.
You know what I mean?
Not until the pandemic, I was like, I don't want to say, I was like, fuck this job, bro. Like, I gotta
for sure.
I was trying to like work so hard and grind, and then I was like, I'm missing out on like my
life, bro.
Just because
of
this. Like,
because of whatever you feel like the society standard is, or for yourself, and like we have these goals to try to attain for other people's validate, not even our own. And then once you realize, like, damn, who am I in competition with? You know what I mean? Then you start living, breathing. You know what I mean? Like, I think I said that on a record. I was like, man, I'm defining my wealth. You know what I mean? Like, my wealth is my health, and we gonna hustle for the money, but once that money turn king, I feel like that's when we start losing like sense of life and what's real important. You know what I mean? But traveling, like I went to Puerto Rico, that was dope. And I didn't want to go. Like, you got to drag me out of my, like, somebody really got to be like, hey, look, let's go. Come on, it's gonna. And I went, And I just kicked back. I didn't think about music for like 3-4 days. You know what I mean? Come back to it more hungry, you know? Because like you say, even with work, somebody can say like, yo, this is a dream job. Like, you know what I mean? Like and then, but to you, it's work. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of step back so you can see it from a different perspective. I feel like that, honestly, you know?
I agree with that. Do you think, so how you said people got to drag you to go on a vacation or whatever, is it more of the guilt of like, if I don't sacrifice, I'm not going to get it? Or is it just like you not wanting to get out of work mode because you think you're going to miss something?
I feel like, yeah, not wanting to get out of work mode. And like just in a sense of, I think it comes from like boxing, like, you know, for real, because like what's your competition doing? You know, and then like, okay, they working right now. They're not trying to chill. But at the same point, that you have to step away from that and become a human again. Like know when to, all right, I'm gonna put this to the side and be a human. Like before I can go do super dope stuff like this that I'm super grateful to do. I then say after that I go to the studio, then I go shoot a video. But if I go visit, like say if I go visit my grandpa or my grandma, like right before I walk in the door, I take a deep breath and I'm like, all right, that's gone. Like you know what I mean? That I did what I needed to do. Let me walk in and just be just be true to myself and that integrity, you know. And also always have like the ego you need, but never let that ego drive. You know, and that's what happens to a lot of people, especially artists. They let the ego take them over, and the ego should only be the fuel to the vehicle. You know, y'all letting the fuel drive. You know what I mean? And that's how you leading the turmoil for real.
Have you gotten to that point in your life where you're like, this is my purpose, like something has happened maybe where you're like, okay, I really am supposed to be on this path. Like I really am doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Can you share that moment? Do you remember what it was?
I think it's like the moment of like any time. Like I remember going when I spoke to a foster home and I didn't even speak. Like I just like listen. And then I remember we did like a toy drive for them. Because you know a lot of people do toy drives and I feel like not all. Some people do it out of good intention, but some people do it just to like show that they doing something, right? Yeah. And like I had a real aim. Like I want to get back to these kids when we're in these foster homes because they're just like people that in prison. Like after a year, people forget. You know what I mean? Like they just forget. But by music, I was able to do this. You know what I mean? By music, I was able to get back to these kids, and I think that gave me purpose. And I was like, yo, like okay, it kind of gave me this new breath of like I have to keep going because if I can't go tell no kids like yo y'all can do it, and I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at that point, and a lot of times when I'm lonely on a flight, when I'm like going to the airport by myself with my headphones in, I'm like at the most motivated. Like I feel like good. I'm not having nobody else's thoughts in my head. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it there regardless, you know, like nonstop. But every day, every individual got purpose. I really believe that. You know what I mean? Every day we all do. It's just about digging deep for it. And most people don't want to do the work of self, you know.
It's like that Jay-Z quote that everyone has God-given talent. You just have to find out what it is.
Yep.
And it's not what you think it is all the time.
Not at all.
So if you look up and you're like, I want to be Jay-Z or I want to be whoever, Drake or whatever, your path is not going to be the same as that person's
Not at
path.
all.
And you're going to do a lot of shit that you're going to question yourself, but you have to have faith in yourself in the process. Yeah,
for sure. And like you can't give up on yourself or give in on yourself. And just like you said, like you can't be Drake. Like them people, what they've done is amazing and astonishing. But at the same point, it's like almost a sin to admire people to that point, to want to be them. Like you can't want that. You gotta have your own life.
Do you want stands?
Huh?
Do you want stands?
I don't think so. I ain't gonna lie though, we've come across some different fans.
Called up here because like some of like called up here when you were releasing a single, like, hey, play that Doeman. I was like, I know Doeman. Like what?
Yeah. Like, oh no, they'll nah. If we really like be like, yo, call, they're gonna go crazy. Like, and I don't know. We've came across some different fans where we be like, bro.
Has anyone got something of you tattooed on them yet?
They got Dinah tattooed. A bunch of fans have. Multiple fans have got Dinah tatted on them.
You know what that means? You a bad bitch.
Yeah, for sure. You a bad bitch. Yeah, they definitely have. I mean, they believe they rock with it. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm honored for that, though. Because they engraved their skin with it, you know?
A lot of people will ask, like, I get a million DMs, like, how do I get an interview? How do I get up there? Like, you can attest that I do not fuck with everybody. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I only fuck with people that are, like, genuine.
Yeah.
And, like, not, like we were talking about before, they're not chasing clout.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, what is your standard of, like, where's your goalpost at right now?
My goal,
Because you even since the last time you came here, you did so much shit. So
right.
So now, where's your what's the next?
I think it's just like
finish line.
Utilizing all the resources, right? Not even like but like going and tapping in with these people that I really have real relationships with, and be like, all right. To me, it's just like, what can we accomplish in this moment? And then my main goal right now is like marketing and strategy, right? Because like we said, we don't have a label, we don't have anybody really in the game, really, setting us up like y'all got to do this. So it got to come from my mind, or B's mind, or Mike's mind. That like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and then I gotta have, Rob, I gotta have Max shooting, and my rollout got to be perfect. It's kind of like a label put it together, but I think it's just doing that and executing is like my main goal right now. If I execute the record, I know it's going to do what it's supposed to do. And every time I drop, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I look at it kind of like the way Nip dropped Crenshaw. And then like that kind of made that run again. Because, he had all the tapes before that, the Bullets Ain't Got No Names and all them runs, TMCs and all that. But when he dropped Crenshaw, it was like people were giving up on him in a sense. And I just take that strategy. So my goal is just to go tap in with people where the love's at. I ain't going nowhere and trying to like reach my hand to somebody that ain't tapped in with me. Like I'm gonna go where the love's at, tap in with my people, and for benefits on both sides. Yeah. And I think that's the way the game is. Like I heard this. I think Sean Cotton said this. And he was like, everybody has to use and get used. Just don't get misused. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think my goal is just like I want to run it up. I want to partner with a bunch of brands. We already got some in the works. We got South by coming. I'm gonna do an independent tour put together by Dino Records, and just keep on producing. And keep on giving back. Positive impact is really the goal right now.
Yeah. Someone told me where you're talking about like the saying that Nip used to say is fair exchange, no robbery. Like we're both benefiting each other. But since you said it. Me and Doeman are huge Nipsey fans. R.I.P.
To the core.
Long live Nipsey Hussle. But so is Crenshaw your favorite tape? Your favorite project? Because mine is Slossin' Boy 2, and you cannot change my
Slossin' Boy 2 is. I seen you. I think I seen you tweet that.
I tweet that all the time. I'm like when I listen to Ain't Hard Enough with Mozzie, or the record with Kirko, Dano's great. Slossin' Boy 2 is fucking perfect. Like,
shout out Kirko too for being on there, bro.
Exactly. Like people do not give Slossin' Boy 2 enough credit. But I understand he made bigger waves with Crenshaw and Mailbox Money.
I think Slossin' Boy 2 was like equipped. The way I look at like Body O God, like the mixtapes, I think that's what he was doing. Like, Slossin' Boy, like I'm gonna put this out, and but people gravitated towards it. You know what I mean? Because it's like that real authentic Nip. I like Slossin' Boy 2. I Do This. That's crazy record.
You put me on that record.
I do this.
Listen to it all the time.
Oh, bro! Like when I'm working out, that one goes crazy.
That and the Young Thug record, is it Thug Life?
Yeah, Thug Life is hard. 100. The whole tapes. I ain't gonna lie. Now I've been more on some like tapped in with the Mailbox Money a lot. Yep. But I go through seasons with it though. Like Crenshaw's not really. Crenshaw was just a time like a nostalgia. Yeah. I opened up for him when he came on the Crenshaw tour.
Ooh.
Yeah, crazy. I opened up for him. Then I opened up for him. Shout out Sean Cotton. Sean Cotton put me on the Nip show.
Yeah.
But it was so wild. Like everybody thought they was cool in the back. Nip's people came through like, everybody get the hell out of here.
Where was it at?
It was at Warehouse Live.
I love those moments because in Warehouse there's only one hallway.
Yeah, bro. Everybody's like, right there.
You can't go nowhere else. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, like and exactly. So everybody who's thinking they got clout back there, like they're like, yo, everybody got to get the fuck out. You feel me? But yeah, shout out Nip though, man. I wish I got the chance. I feel like after he passed, I started meeting so many people that were aligned with him.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like, damn. And I didn't want nothing from bro but a conversation and just like really get a point of view.
Real shit funny you brought up Letty's husband because Letty's husband was his manager, his tour manager.
Yeah.
And the year Victory Lap came out, he was doing radio runs. And I think he came here. But at the time, I was in Austin. I wasn't here.
Damn.
And so I was like, hey, can you guys come to Austin? He's like, oh, we're going to try it. It's not on our itinerary. He's like, but next time we come around, we got you, da-da-da.
Bro, and it was on next time.
And I was like, damn. And I was in L.A. during the release of Victory Lap.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it was All-Star Weekend that weekend.
2018.
And we went to his store. We had bought his shit and everything. And I took a fucking, remember when they had Uber pools?
Oh yeah, when you got to ride with somebody else. Bro, oh, that's the word.
It was cheap, but I was in an Uber pool. Now, have you ever been to his store? The Marathon store?
Yeah, I have.
So
I actually have.
It's literally on Slauson.
It's right in the hood.
Yeah, it's on Crenshaw. I had an Asian Uber driver and 2 white girls as my pool passengers.
Pool partners.
And we'll pull up and there's literally all rolling 60s. Standing. I'm like, oh, it's right there, sir. They're you're going to get out and walk across the street.
Yeah, they're like, well, all right,
we're not not pulling into that parking lot.
Nah, bro,
now.
yeah.
And he had the all money in money truck and shit there. I was like,
that was crazy.
Racism, but whatever.
Yeah, bro. Nah, that's crazy though. Yeah, I went to his store. I think his dad was working, if I'm not mistaken.
His dad was working the register, and his like nephews were grabbing clothes from the back. They're like, "Hey, what size do you want?"
Dog, I swear, bro. The smartest thing I ever seen them do was like whenever anything that had his logo, like the All Money In logo, was like 100 and up.
Yeah.
Like, but everything else, like if they just have like, you know, the regular two like 30, 40. But I was like, yo, I kind of like ran with that idea because I was like, if we gonna put the Dino logo, you know, we're gonna make it like at least $75 to, you know what I mean? Because it's like that's part of the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. When he died, like I cried straight up.
Too. Did you go see it, like the memorial?
I did. Oh no, I haven't seen it yet.
So I happened to have to go to LA anyway, like the weekend after, and like they had a line just to go visit his memorial, and it was ran by like the Nation of Islam. So they're like passing out papers, water, and like literally this line is like an hour long on Slauson, literally just to walk through the parking lot.
Was Nip was a Muslim?
He was like aligned with them, but I don't think he was Muslim. But he's like cool with Farrakhan and them, so they were like
crazy.
just sent them over there. But like literally, and if you saw during his procession, like it was Muslims that were carrying his casket with his brother.
That's
so
crazy.
I think he's just aligned, like he was cool with him. But it literally took an hour just to go through there, and literally once I like got to where all the candles and shit were, like I broke the fuck down.
That's crazy how artists have that much impact.
That I never met, exactly. Like,
and the people, you know what pisses me off? People who don't get it. Like, people don't get it about Nip. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't. Like, they're just like, oh, like, that's like, yeah, they just don't get it, bro. Like, people don't understand it. Like, oh, yeah, like, I heard about him. Like, and they're just like.
But then, okay,
shit
so
makes me
then,
sick.
and I agree, but me being, like, in radio, I have to just accept that niggas are stupid.
Yeah, nah,
no,
bro.
Like that they want the like mindless shit. They want entertainment. Sometimes they don't look to music as like therapy. They look to it as like, oh, this is fun. Cardi B is fun. That's a toy. I'm looking at a toy. She's
yeah,
a doll.
exactly.
Like, they want that, but they don't want shit that actually like inspires them. So like my top two rappers just on my playlist is J. Cole and Nipsey.
Oh yeah,
that
come
means
on.
I ain't playing this fuck shit that you
yeah, nah, for sure.
Car. But a lot of people like, you know, all those people that hate on J. Cole is like, how could you hate on J. Cole, bro?
Oh, come on.
Just listen to it.
Yeah, like, nah, bro. And it's just like people.
Like, oh, he's boring. Like, no, you just have a 5th grade education.
Exactly,
like,
bro. Like, and it's like you can't. And like that's why I seen this in a Nip interview. I saw the guy. And he was just like, you can't take shit serious in this game because it's entertainment and people are really actors. Like, if you ever meet people, like I've met very few artists that I'm like, yo, that's who he actually is, who he is. I've met artists. I'm talking about when you their perception of them before you meet them, and then after you're gonna think like two different completely people. It's crazy. So I'm like, these people are real good IG flexers though. Like, they really got people fooled, and it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't take nothing personal though. Like, I don't like. Yeah. I know it's a wave. I know it's a wave city I'm in. I know I know where I'm at. I know that it's entertainment. So whoever's gonna do the goofiest shit is probably gonna get the most attention. Yeah. And that's why I'm.
6ix9ine.
Come on, bro. That's a shame.
Exactly.
Like, that's just a shame altogether. And like, I don't know. But like, yeah, me, I'm the same way though. I look at music for like therapy in any and every sense. You know what I mean? I don't look at it as you know, some shit that like, even not like, you know, you got shit for certain moods. And I ain't gonna lie, there some things they serve their purpose. Like, some music does, but some shit is just plain goofy and people ride with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. But it's like, all right, we're gonna see. Cause like I heard Erykah Badu like say like, you gotta make time to shit. Like, you gotta make time to this music. Like, I wanna be able to, like, if you go in 10 years and go back to my tape and be like, I heard this, yo, I can still listen to that. Ain't nobody listening to that goofy shit in 10 years. Not even 5 years. You know what I mean? All that shit got shelf life and lifelines. You know what I mean? So it's cool for the time being, but hey, you gonna look back and be like, your grandkids are gonna look at let me the shit you was saying one day. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that goofy shit.
All right. So last thing. Before you go, we're going to play the world premiere. What is this? It's El Idolo?
Yeah, El Idolo.
El Idolo? Okay,
El Idolo, right? El Idolo. El Idolo.
I don't want to butcher it. Okay.
Yeah, El Idolo.
I told you my boyfriend's Mexican, so listen.
For real? He's out here in Houston?
No, so he's finishing college in Florida, but he comes here in between. But he's first generation. His parents are from Hidalgo.
You know what that's it?
Yeah, Hidalgo. And in, like, the city, it starts with an E. It's like EX something, X something.
Well, he would know more than me. I don't know.
But No, he be like trying to teach me Spanish. I'm like, I don't.
That's dope though. Oh, you know who told me some crazy shit though just before? D Smoke. I'm in the studio. I met him at Dre's studio, and he's like, he's like, you know Spanish? I was like, nah, not too fluent, la la la. And he was like, just watch how you, and he's like, watch how you talk to yourself, bro. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, be like, yeah, I'm learning it. You know what I mean? So instead of being like, I don't know that shit, like, because you're kind of cutting it off mentally, like, I'm learning it. And like, I took that and I was like, yeah, bro, that's crazy.
I need to hear that because I be like huge on like manifestation and shit, but I still be saying shit like subconsciously and not knowing it.
Yeah, without that pause, not for sure.
Like, I don't know. Okay, so last thing, just do any kind of intro you want. Like, hey, it's Doeman. Here's my new single, Idolo. El
Idolo.
And you can shout out whoever you want, and then I'll play before the song. So go ahead.
Right. Hey yo, you ready? Hey, yo, what up, man? It's Doeman, the body, yo, guy, straight out of Southeast H-Town. Shout out my boy, rapper Rick. Shout out Dino Records, man. This is my new single, El Idolo. Right now, RP Chente.